Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God, as we all say, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, our Father, may everything that we do begin with your inspiration, continue with your help, and reach perfection under your guidance. We ask you this through the intercession of Mary, our Blessed Mother, and in the name of Jesus, our Brother and Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Guys, forward na guys.
Forward na. Lighting around.
Please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Bayan ng Lido, handa, awit.
Bayan ng Lido, Diyos na sigahanan, alab ng puso, sa dilim mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyan ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisilip, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong lugaw, na may nilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang bisag ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na naniningin. Ang bituin at araw na kailan pa may magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na walang ipagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Ang higaya ng pag may mga api, ang mga kailang dahil sa'yo.
Thank you, and we may now take your seats.
Please take your seats. Thank you. To officially welcome us, let us listen to our welcome address to mark the beginning of today's orientation. Please give your full attention. Let us call on Mr. Brian May Gryla. Please give him a round of applause, please.
Alright, so may buntag sa tanan. Once again, we have another batch of DSSP students from the 3 programs of the department, sa POSI, IS, and Philosophy, who are now going to undertake their internship program for the summer term 2025. Now, as we do this, we remember that the rationale behind the OJT, or the internship program, which are threefold. One, the first thing is we are deploying you guys to undertake opportunities. Ikaduha, you are deployed to test your mettle in work settings in particular, no? And lastly, you are doing this also for your own professional growth. You are now undertaking the internship not simply as an extension of the past 3 years, no, from first year to third year, but this is also now what we call an evolution of your learning experience. So far, you have undergone theory. Now you go for practice. You will now be part of the structures of the many institutions that we have in society, not only in government, but also in different firms, offices that have something to do with your respective degrees. Okay? So this time, in your internship, as you deploy as you finish your pre-practicum requirements, and as you get ready to deploy in your respective host institutions, may you also remember not only the Hosenian values, but also to remember that you are doing this for yourself, and by extension, you're also doing this on behalf of the department. So you are carrying the brand of the DSSP programs of Philosophy, IS, and Political Science. So I wish you good luck in your OJT endeavors, and I also hope that you bring out the best in you in this formative time. Nung mubuka kayo OJT, our internship, it's a matter of about 2 months, if I'm not mistaken, according to the 300 hours. No? So mubuka kayo, but this is very formative. Hopefully, you will find your passion in whatever field you have applied, and you will also build upon this experience for your coming careers as young professionals of the future. So once again, welcome to the orientation para sa atuang internship program, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryla, for the inspiring message to set the tone for today's event.
We now proceed to our first stop, an essential topic that will guide us in maintaining professionalism and proper behavior in our internship sites. Let us all welcome Mr. Richard Fernandez as he discusses workplace behavior. Please give us a round of applause.
Thank you. Good morning. So, before anything else, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our one and only, our ever dynamic, ever committed chairman of the department. Ang inahan sa atong departamento, Attorney Ronald Romano. Ang amahan mo lang rin yun. Galatagaw. Pero natin ikaduhang amahan na naayin no? So ikaw, Lolo. So, Madam Chair, thank you for giving me this opportunity. That somehow, no, before I will leave this very prestigious, legendary, great institution, at least ba, no? For one last time, but hopefully that really ang last, no? I will have the opportunity to be with you guys in these very tumultuous moments in your careers as political science majors. When you are about to embark in one of the most pressing challenges in your academic lives, which is the internship. Diba? So this is what we have all been hoping for. No? We have worked hard for this for quite a number of years since you've enrolled in this institution. So pagsugod pa lang sa inyong pag-first year mo, naging inyong envision, di ba? Na makatrabaho. To engage in a workplace, to be part of the workforce. But you need to be equipped with all the necessary knowledge, background, so that not only that you are going to survive but flourish in this very challenging world that we have. Diba? This world is a world of competition, whether we like it or not. So we need to be ready for that. With that. Just speaking of readiness, since everything is a matter of human relationship, the complexity, the complications of human relationship, grabe ang hagit sa ito, So, muna nga, mulungtad ni siya usahay, ganun di pagkasinabot, panag-away, kagubot, usahay din, pinagyanay ko. Hindi naman tamo yung I'll see you in court. I'll see you in hell. Wow. Even in the workforce, this is happening. And you need to be prepared. But I'm not prepared, hindi live ko hindi prepared.
Ano lang, Joseph, yan, political base.
So, muna siya guys nga, nalalagay tayo necessary background. Okay, so this morning, ganun sa day mo guys, by the way, magsugod sa inyong internship. Next week na. Habit na yun guys, no? So, dili ra din ko dili ra din political science, no? Component philosophy and international studies. Diba? So, I'm so honored to be here in front of you, speaking about concerning your internship deployments. So, salamat po sa inyong in-update kayo, dynamic advisor, no? Si Sir Rev Ryla, sir. Thank you for guiding our students. At least, bisag mahawa na to, I'm very confident that you are in good hands. Diba? Okay na, si Sir Rev Ryla ang mo guide ninyo. Speaking of guide, no? As I've said a while ago, because of the complexity of human relationship, which almost always results to conflict, chaos, and war, and death, o ito na yung resulta natin, world wars, di ba? So there should be some sort of a guide to guide us the way we relate with others. There should be some sort of a legal framework. Now, if you talk about working in an office, all office guidelines and procedures are in accordance with rules, in accordance with law. So, kinahanglan we are acquainted with these rules, we are acquainted with these laws, we are acquainted with these procedures. But a word of caution for everybody over here. No? Now, there is more to law, and that is common sense. Usahay mo good, ang balawod, no, tungkol sa, as I've said, the complexity of human relationship, dili na siya ka-address sa mga panginahanglan sa katauhan. Mapito nga, according to the Philippine Constitution, in its Article 2 provision, one of the features of a republican system, that the Congress cannot act or enact irrepealable laws. Kung gusto mo na itong balawod, flexible. No? Kinahanglan ato siyang mausap, kung usbon yun, sumala sa mga nagkinaiya o nag-usap-usap ng mga hakits kinabuhi. No? Dili lang sa atong kinabuhi sa pamilya, kinabuhi sa atong mga higala, kundi labi na yun sa inyong mga karon, no? Kinabuhi sa opisina. No? So, kinalang usbon yun. But, apart from that, more than that, beyond that, as what I've been telling you, kanang yung sentido común. Usahay ang balawod, no, maghatag na itong problema, di ba? Sometimes laws compromise us, our safety, our security, isn't it? No? Dilit na ng balawod nito. Because a law is only as good as the wisdom of its framers. No? The law is only as good as the wisdom of its framers. Since these framers are just human beings, just like us, they too, they have limitations. May mga bata na din nila makita ba, they tend to overlook some of the most crucial things, particularly those that pertains to the complexity of human relationship, particularly in the office. No? So muna nga, so may makaluwas na to ang common sense. Cling to your common sense. No? Legit common sense. Common sense anchored on wisdom. Wisdom based on our fear of the Lord. Diba? Because fear of the Lord is indeed the beginning of wisdom. Diba? So, una ko yung ipabawon sa inyo, kung musagubang na mo sa mga hakil sa opisina, don't forget to pray always. Aside from the law, of course. No? Kinala mo ang kita. Beyond the law, no? We need miracles. No? Beyond the law, we need miracles to survive. Diba? Okay, so let me use my Okay, so our topic for today is about professional poise. Professional poise. When you need to remain composed. When we say we need to remain composed, kinahalan dili ta paniki. Ano nga may panahon niya mo tenta o panic eh. Wala taksabot. Naglibog na ito siya itong buhaton. Labi na muna na ito sa opisina. First time na ito, so eksakto ng buhaton. Hindi mo pamilya yan eh. May kung masugumutan na, ma-approach yung tao. Diba? So we need some sort of professional poise. We need to maintain our composure. So if you talk about professional poise, there is a need for us to equip ourselves with knowledge of workplace etiquette or workplace decorum. So, sa mga decorum, nagdadihan ng ibuntag na ako ning ipangita ang definition, kaning decorum, according to the Google, research, a decorum is a behavior which people consider as correct, polite, and respectful. It is a behavior which people consider as polite, respectful, and acceptable. Diba? So, muna siya yung decorum. So, with that workplace decorum, you need to be polite, you need to be courteous and professional in the office. That's what workplace decorum is all about. But siguro familiar mo siguro mo nga usually ato may ipares ang decorum sa propriety. Di ba? We need to observe propriety and decorum. Propriety from the word proper. No? Sa Bisaya pa na, kung sa may angay buhaton, kung sa may angayan. No? So may kung sa angayan buhaton, that is the dictate of conscience, isn't it? No, that is the dictate of our conscience. Once again, we refer to our sentido comum. Common sense. Common sense dictates. Conventional wisdom dictates. So, labaw pas balaod, kanya ito ang sentido comum. In the midst of our confusions, kung nalibog na ta sa mga angay na tumbaran, kung sa may angayan mo ato, propriety, what is proper? Don't cling to your reason. Be reasonable. Ako yung kung naagad na sa atong pag-reasonable, no? Kaya paano na rin mo kung nung kinabuhi? What if ang atong naandan kining pagka-unreasonable? Talik na nato ang namatuuran. Bunipin sa tas mga baka at tutang paluyos mga sayop. Mo na yung problema. No? Okay, mo na yung pating babaw niya. Mo na yung manifest. In each and every decision that we will have in the way we relate with others, di ba? So muna nga, we need to start in detoxicating ourselves from these poisonous practices. Para mabalik ta sa nindot nga agiana, no? We go back to the right path of life. Okay? So it's a matter of getting used to a system. And here in USGR, ang mong gipaanan kung sa eksaktong sistema. This is what you are here for. Diba? You are trained, you are being used, no? to be the instruments of righteousness, no? And the pursuance of justice and the discovery of facts, no? So that equality, liberty, and freedom prevail. Diba? Okay, so what is it? Professional points in the workplace, etiquettes, or shall we say decorum, propriety and decorum. There can only be decorum if we know what is proper. There can only be decorum if we know what is proper. So propriety muna siya o general notion ba, guys? That's the difference, ha? Propriety muna siya general notion. Ang decorum muna siya formal office or workplace regulations. Muna ang regulation na ito, muna ang rule na ito sa opisina, muna yung decorum. Pero kung sa may sakto, kung sa may anayan in general, as a whole, muna yung propriety. So, makamuha mo sa ano yung pagbuhat mo sa decorum, kung anad mo, hanas mo sa propriety. Kaya nagpuyo mo, sumala sa bawang na standard. No? You recognize, you acknowledge, you live a life according to what is righteous, according to what is proper. Diba? Propriety and decorum. So, kung ato na siyang i-relate sa ito ang Biblia sa Pulsay, which is no less than the fundamental supreme law of the land, na siya sa Article 2. Because Article 2 speaks of principles and policies, di ba? Kung may propriety and decorum, ano siya peace and order. There can only be genuine order if there is peace. Diba? Asa man na ito, pangitao ni order kung wala tayo kalinaw. Pareho lang po na sa Article 2, principles and policies. Diba? There can only be very good, reasonable policies if it is in accordance with sound principles. Diba? We can only have a very good policy if it is in accordance with, anchored in accordance with sound principles. So in other words, the policy is more of the execution, while the principle is more of the formulation. So, mapuna sa kanagitaw na ito of propriety and decorum, di ba? Propriety, your knowledge, angayan. Decorum, ang pag-apply mo sa opisina sa mga gituhuan mo angayan, sumala sa mga polisiya o mga regulasyon sa opisina. Peace and order, mapuna, no? You can only have genuine order if there is peace. Kaya kung wala'y kalinaw, asa man ang order. Di ba? So ako lang nahatag lang mga analogy sa, okay, comment that workplace decorum. Yung sabi mo, di ba na may propriety and decorum? No? Yes, we need to observe that. Not just in any proceedings, but even in the workplace. Propriety and decorum. Okay? So I think we need to proceed now to the next slide, please. Okay. So why is workplace etiquette important? Wala natin mo na yung i-address kanina. So I hope we can proceed to the next slide, please. Okay, so number one, breach of contract. So kung ano kinahanglan mo kay Paul Manta sa kining mga workplace etiquette, so may mga rules and regulations sa opisina. Because we might be able to commit a breach of contract. In any formal engagement, di ba, mabili ng kontrata guys? And it becomes a nightmare to each and every one of us if the very engagement we are so excited with, we are so thrilled with, we violated its rules and regulation because of our ignorance or because of our undisciplined behavior, or reckless. So that is the last thing that we would want to happen. So take note, there is a breach of contract. Kontrata. So we need to be careful here. A breach of contract destroys our, number 3 please. If there is a breach of contract, it destroys our, number 3, next one. Our reputation. And when we engage ourselves with any institution, we do not just represent ourselves, our family, but our school, USJR. We do not just destroy ourselves. We do not just compromise our family. No? We compromise USJR. If you're a proud Lucenian, this is a shame on us. Diba? So how can we be even more proud kung ihatagtag kauwaw, sa tuwang halandun na tuhaan sa Jose Recoletos. So ginagawa ko guys, importante ba yung reputasyon? USJR has always been maintaining, taking good care of its reputation. Kaya mo iwala, you are part of that. Everywhere you go, you do not just bring yourselves, you bring with you the peace of your beloved University of San Jose Recoletos. Diba? So, amping kita. So, breach of contract, important. It will affect our reputation. And number 2, internship periodic evaluation. So, dito guys, kung ano yung mga reasons, anong importante yun, ang workplace etiquette. Ganong kinahanglan naman tayo etiquette sa workplace. So, sa mga number 2, gara. Periodic evaluation. Kaya, hindi ako pinigura. Hindi ako yung service year, kaya ang service year yung PowerPoint. By the way, I would like to acknowledge sa mga panggiitan na magtutulog. Dili sa ito ang halandon na tuhaan. Wala, future top-notchers of our exam. I don't think he is around. He is not here. Doon ako lang yung i-mention si service year Kadampo. He has the PowerPoint there. You are so blessed na siya to part siya sa itong workforce. Si Sir Kadampo. Sumaklodi ko sila. Okay? Sa mga sinaligan ko, believe kayo kung tinunan sa una. Kung sudyante pa siya nato. Okay, siya naging mani. Pero kami, yan ko nang ikuha kang Sir Red. Kang Sir Red mo ko na kuhan. In basis, ayan ang evaluation sa inyo nga guys. So ako ginigibotang dire, so you will be guided. Okay, so number 1, punctuality and regularity of attendance. Ako magbangilti ko ano kay Hindi man mo sa chairman na ni Congress, ha? Dili na tayo. Thank you so much, Madam Chair. Supported you ganyan itong muna siya gini ang chairman nila. Kaya naagin niya ang tanan. Ang tanang hinagipan para may magulo sa ito ang departamento.
Ikaw ay wala ko.
Sorry.
Kailangan ko ba nini?
So, punctuality and regularity of attendance. Okay, number 2, we have the willingness to accept tasks. Para kung sa mga mong trabaho ka, siyempre ka willing na ako trabaho. Diba? Para kung sa mga apply niya, hindi ka willing na ipatrabaho. Diba? Ikatulong, enthusiasm in performing assigned work. Kung hindi ka natin enthusiasm, this reflects a certain level of motivation and inspiration, di ba? One can only go the extra mile if you are motivated. No? Yung usahin mo, ang kumpanya will demand even more from us, isn't it? So kami, hindi lang tayo mag-demand. Kung hindi, the substance, the quality of our outputs, demand na to ang workplace. No? So, sama na ito kung wala tayo enthusiasm. Wala na ganahi. Ganahan na mo umulong. Ganahan na mo na ikapoy na na. Diba? So, there should be some sort of enthusiasm. No? Okay? So, number 4, carefulness in following instructions. We need to be very careful. Kaya ako lang ito sa akin. Iba naman mga, diba? Ability to complete assigned work on time. Basic para mo yung ideas. Kasi kaya ba yung mga implications o consequences kung yun na ito makuha. Okay? Quality of work. Eagerness to learn other work-related skills. Okay, for example, political science na, we are more on the study of the law. Kasi dili na ito 40 ng buwan ba? Kaya nito internet? Ako, hindi ko maayos sa internet. Nandito ito mga applications, hinay ko na. So I think I need to do more to be more effective and efficient. Okay? The quality of work speaks for itself. And then the eagerness to learn other work-related skills, proper use of office time, ability to relate to office staff, effective utilization of office exposure. Kaya ano yung mga kinahanglan niya pinagiban sa tao, no? Para makahakal siya o ginom niya performance. So, you need to be very industrious. You need to have that certain degree of industry. No? Willing to work even with less supervision, willing to go overtime without extra pay, mga nabitaw. No? Kaya na isakripisyo ba? No? Usahin, ang kumpanya mo, demand na ka na, no? So that is industry. Innovativeness. Kinala na kay great deal of imagination. You should be creative. Okay, so din sa USG we cling to one of the academic approaches. That is to instill in new students the so-called critical thinking skill. No? I think many of you here, ako naman i-orient, so yung critical thinking skill yun. Diba? To think critically on your own is being creative, being innovative. That is relying on your own resources. Diba? So that you become self-reliant, so that you become independent. You become free of any unnecessary entanglements. You can do things on your own. But these are the hallmarks of a great individual, a successful person. If you possess all these values, no? And backgrounds in life, diba? So, innovativeness. Okay? But I think the greatest form of innovativeness is to maneuver your way into the complex web of human attitude and relations. No? Kasi kibo na kang sayo, kamo sa kabutan, kamo ka lusok. No? Aron din siya mahimong babag sa imong achieve sa imong mga goals. Diba? So, what is innovation? You need to be innovative. Courtesy. Courtesy is somehow associated with ganihan. Diba sa namo, no? Respect. Politeness. Importante kayo, not just with our superiors, but with our subordinates. Kaya itong superiors, matag naman sila of instructions. Diba? Pero itong subordinates, muli mulihog para na to. So if you respect our superiors, the more we need to show respect to our subordinates. Kaya kung wala ni sila, we could not have a very viable quality products. No? ang mga goals and objectives sa office. Kung wala'y mulibog para na to. Kaya in fact, kanang mga orders sa mga superiors, no? Pwede naman tayo mag-recreate anak. Kasi nagagan sa ito, liwi sa itong superiors to do that on our own. Diba? To be innovative, to be creative. Diba? That's the trademark also of a good leader. Okay? Use of decent language is very important because it is a reflection again of ourselves. No? Kung kamuta mo kami itong discipline ng mga lingwahe, we are able to project respect also. We should not be demanding respect. Pero kung kamuta mo kami itong discipline ng mga lingwahe, no? Makapaanghat na sa atong mga subordinate nga mga taga igo nga pagtahod. O kung itahod na sa atong mga subordinate, no? Dili sila magduha-duha sa pagtrabaho sa atong mga biddings. They will do our biddings because they respect us. A simple way of using the correct kind of languages, no, is very crucial to be successful in the office. Okay? Attire. No? There should be propriety and personal grooming. Diba? Once again, mga ginanay ng mga tanay, pero mga makapahatag o mindot na impression sa itong mga tao ba sa itong malibot. Diba? Kaya at least kung projecta nga inanita, we're trying to give them the impression that we mean business, isn't it? No? If you are dressed properly, you're trying to convey the message, you mean business. You are serious, diba? You're not kidding. You're not fooling around, diba? And you are somehow encouraging them also to follow your footsteps. So that, paggamit lang sa ako rin, ginagin ko doon na magwala ko, magmahong lang tako karoon, mag-t-shirt. May ko ito sa ato ang chairman, no? May ko ito sa ginagin lang itawag ko, guys. Okay, so then we now proceed to the next slide. Please. Okay. So according to Professor Carambo, kaya ang slide, ako nang niliwa, yan ay ito ang 10 canonical etiquettes in the workplace. Canonical naman. Dili namin siya purely political, societal, but also ecclesiastical because it pertains to what is right and wrong according to the divine law. In the first place, all human law are based on the divine law. Diba? The basis, the foundation of our laws as human beings, gikan sa balahod sa Ginoo. Diba? So, okay, number one, follow company protocol. Ito mong kalimutan na guys. Refers to adhering to the established guidelines, rules, and procedures set by an organization to maintain a productive and efficient work environment. It encompasses various aspects of work etiquettes and serves as a framework for employees to understand how tasks should be executed, decisions should be made, and interactions should take place within the company. Kung masabot, ang tanang mo pinasigan yun sa balaod. Ganun man eh, one word, ganun ginagawa mo rin na to. In one word, we call this as legitimacy. Ang kinahanglan na ang legitimacy sa imong mga liho. No? Kaya ganun man kung relasyon sa opisina, kuya kayo din, no? Bulukusan, lumpan din, kinasuhay pa. No? Diba? Yes. Kasuhay niya. Kasuhay niya sa akong department. Mga na pinasigan yun sa balaod. No? Para naagit tayo magkinawang sa ba? Naagit tayo buffer. Naagit tayo legal buffer of self-defense. Okay? So next we have, these are examples of company protocols. May include guidelines for communication channels, procedures for handling confidential information, protocols for reporting incidents or issues, safety guidelines, at pamilya ng mga guys, sabot ng mga guys. So professionalism refers to the behavior, attitude, conduct. Wala mga na. Diba? May mga cases. Mga cases na ba?
Mabasi ko lang ako kayo mo, basin. So, habi ko lang ninyo, kayo na mo, pero natin mga legal citations to make our presentation even more convincing and legit. So, Dilabos versus Rami, no? Autobus workers versus So, kana, mo yung sa to gito Kaya gagawin ng mga linya sa mga pulo. Sarap putan na mo. Hindi na pwede sa workforce eh. No? Pwede na makeup. Wise guy ba siya? Saan ang wise guy? Wise sword lang eh. Wise guy sa mga opisina. Bibili mo ba? Mag-prompt ka din binan. Wise guy. Wise sword lang eh. Just kidding ka na? Okay? So ayun ang putang ina mo. Okay na ng wise guy. Autobus formation niya, no? Employee ko is superior na ako pa. Gabi. Gago ka. And contact the letter by saying, bakit? Ano gusto mo? Tangina mo, may nakusan, kalimutan na sa tuwagulin mo ba, no? So, guys, akong advice ninyo, based on sa experience, ha? Bisa pag yun sa mo pag-intimidate. Nakanabit ako sa akin, walang makalimot na mo sa inyong kaugalingon. Always maintain composure. Kaya kung magkinahon sa ganin mo, magkinahon sa mulungtag ganin sa kinasuhay, kamugin mo daw. Mura naglinya ba niya? I remember the line of Benigno Aquino Jr. ba ito ang mahano? Sininan? Ah? Oh, senior rin ito? Sorry. Wise ka kita ni. Diba? Ingon pa niya nga, ayaw mo nung sukli ang violence with violence. Kaya ba violent Timothée Marcos? No? Ayaw balusin ang violence of violence so that in the eyes of God and before the bar of public opinion, siya ra ang sanhan. Kung pasok makinaon sa mabot na ganin yung sinukdanay sa atong mga lihok, mukawas yun nga wala kay sayop siya ra. Diba? In the bar of public opinion and in the eyes of God, He is the only sinner. Diba? Okay, so muna, dilita mo stoop down sa level sa mga tao nga kining lipoy o kuto. No, dilita mo stoop down sa level sa mga tao nga kulang sa saktong panghuna-huna. Dilita mo stoop down sa level sa pangutok sa tao nga mabaw o pagsabot sa kinabuhi. Diba? Ato lang silang katauhan. Okay. Maluwi na ato. Ato silang iampo. Ato lang silang iampo. Muna'y timahilhan sa katao nga naginlamdag sa Espiritu Santo. Di makalimot sa iyong pagalingon. Di ba? Okay, halita sa sunod. Okay, employee was dismissed after exhibiting disorderly, pugnacious behavior in the course of an argument with his immediate superior. Kaya siya, nasa na siya composure. Kalimot. Hulot niya pasensya siguro, naiwaan. Nangito niya pala daw. Wala nito na kapamahal. Another advice, pamahal yun mo sa center. Pamahal yun, kaulog yun mo. Isa may naanan na rin ganyan yung pamahal. Nagin mo, kaya mong pagmatag, ito bityo, lako na yun, bili lang. Sorry. Si Erica hindi ka di pa ako. Muli sa klase na ito, Erica, usahin, hindi mo kasagot na mo yun. Sa klase na ito, wala ka na mako. Pamahal mo guys, di talagang ba? What if, nagalit na ibang niya, tumuto ang traffic, kuya pa na lang sa tensa. Pagdami mo makawal-kawal, pagdami tubig, niya namin mo paano na pagdagi mo. Dahil kinahalan, Boy Scout, Girl Scout, laging handa. Anticipate things, you guys. Anticipate things. No? We never know. Diba? Sa mga mahita mo ba? Next please. Okay, Pamilya versus Alvera College. A college teacher exerted pressure and influence on a colleague to pass the former's nephew in the latter's course. So, conflict of interest. So, paano siya? Mura siya undue use of power. Mura mga senador ka mag-iikura ng impeachment. Ultra vires. Diba? The undue use of power. Gigamit mo ang imong gaon to advance your own selfish and reasonable interest. So, dapat bulaan. Next, please. Santos versus Angola Institute. A private school teacher who entered into an extramarital relationship, not an extra-irregular affair, with co-teacher. Pero wala kini sa to, guys. Wala kini din na ito sa to. Was violently dismissed on grounds of immorality. Aking nilani, guys, ha? Hindi kinahanglan na mag-uyab ka o minyo. Kamu, intern na mo kasi namin makita ng mga regular employee, amping tao mo, ha? Kasi kwento-kwento, ang kaya na mo ba? Ay, namahaw ka rin. Nanahaw mo sa iyo ang regular employee, masay ba, no? Dahil mahal ka rin, uyugi ko sa COVID. Diyan, Louie, alam ka kumpiyansa, ha? Kasi kapay ka din ng macho nga, tomate na ba? Ay, Diyan, Louie. Sawa ko na yung duha-duha, makuyog ka. Ang pinga na, ayaw hindi kumpiyansa. Take my word for it, okay? Next, please. It is by speaking the obvious to assert that teachers must adhere to the exacting standards of morality and decency. There is no dichotomy of morality. A teacher, both in his official and personal conduct, must display exemplary behavior. He must freely and willingly accept restrictions on his conduct that might be viewed irksome by ordinary citizens. In other words, the personal behavior of teachers in and outside the classroom must be beyond reproach. Teacher naman yun. Wala akong may ipagdungdugan na rin. Diba? Pero, kinakapunta mo bagay, mo differentiate sa joke sa teacher o sa kanang serious niya na mga advice nito. Pero ako rin, may hindi ko mo joke sa mga estudyante. I remember kailan mo ni Junel? So, itong beauty queen na ito, school side ba? Hinapin mo ito siya sa swab ito. What yung kailan niya dito? Iba pa kasi Junel. Dito sa Swan. Mga babae yan. Dito lang na yung auto na klase namin. Sir, ikaw dito Junel. But, huwag yung ka ni May na wala. Isnaman yung ni. Hindi mo po atong gitawag. Accepted lang sa isang. That's just a joke, no? So, basin lang ba? Kasi na yung ba niya, kinakamota mo differentiate sa joke sa serious na mga butang. Okay? Okay. So, next please. Attendance and punctuality. Next. An employee who habitually takes unauthorized absences for that company with several infractions for tardiness is a ground for dismissal. Okay, so ang pimana. Ako, ma-absent ako kung lagi na kong paminaw. Okay? Prioritize tasks effectively, manage your time well, and within deadlines to ensure the activity and avoid causing delays. If you cause delays by way of not following instructions or mandates or orders, pwede ka kasuhan ng insubordination. No? Gross misconduct. So, yun ang sa mga departments, mag-relate din na this. Those who utilize their time poorly are the first to complain of its shortness. Tinoon na. Okay, maragwa ka siya. Ditin sa daan, di ba? Siya mo na ditin sa ba. Makasala, may sabaan. Sige, next na. Create a well-organized plan for completing your tasks and projects. Kaya kung ano mga nito, nakato na namin, gusto nyo pa, execute. Kung ano mga nito, diba? Yeah, assess the feasibility of meeting the given deadline. If you believe the deadline is unrealistic, discuss it with your supervisor. Communication is key. Diba? Kailangan mag-explore ka. Exploring possible adjustments or basta may ikot po tapos kuliah, no? May ikot ka mo open up. So I'm telling you, mga tinunan, teachers are here for you. Our existence is on the basis of your well-being. We are here because of you. Your well-being is our ultimate mission. Kung ayaw ko, duha-duha, kain ko kawa, muluon na mo. Mo na gusto na mo, mahitabo. Kaya duulong mi. Duulong mi sa mga bata mo siya. Sa duulong mi, okay? Communication, that's it. That is very important, no? Kinala mag-explain. Would you believe the bloodiest war in the history of mankind happened because of this communication? Asa tinita mo? Civil War in US. Lincoln versus Davis. Di ba? Ang yung general si... Nata pa si Pihong lang. Robert Lee versus Ulysses Grant, di ba? Robert Lee, Confederation, Ulysses Grant, Union. Sa may miscommunication na to, nagtumangkod ang Confederation katong sa South America na i-abolish ang slavery. Dili dito abolition ang di-propose ni Lincoln. Kung man, isolation diyan. Kung gusto mo, dili naman gini mapungan, kuwasan yung mga slaves, yan ang kutob, ayun ang i-spread all over America. So, ilang mo, ilang masarap na i-abolish man. So, dili isolation, abolition. Boto, kira sila. So, because of misinformation, miscommunication. Therefore, communication is very crucial. Storyahan yun. Kung nakay madunggan sa tao, ayusan na yung hukom. Storya sa tao. Observahin. No? You need to listen to both sides of the story, di ba? Talk to people. Talk to them, no? So next please. Teamwork, collaboration, foster a spirit of teamwork. Dati na, we cannot do things on our own. Bisa mo sa plato nindot sa potential, pero we need other people. Collaboration, support, collaboration, diba? To achieve our goals. So, sa may kinahanglan na ito, kanina matter sa mga butang, humility. Humility, the ability to accept that you need to relearn the things that you already learned. No? You need to empty once again your cup for which you believe is already full. Natuo ka, puno na yung tasa. No? Kung natuo ka, puno na yung tasa, iyak po sa balik. Kaya atong sudlan kung balik po. Muna siya timailan so sa katao nga mapaubsanon. Kung ikaw mapaubsanon, mas lagang ka makatunan. In the very words of Socrates, yung paniya nga, the more I know, the more I realize, I know nothing! Diba si Socrates? The more I know, the more I realize, I know nothing. Socrates na ha? Socrates na. Muna amahan ni Plato. O ni Aristotle, muna yung nagunang yun. Si Socrates nag-training dito, si Plato nag-training Aristotle. Socrates na ha? Nga mo pa na yung yun, nga, the more I know, the more I realize, ano naman ko ang makatunan? That's humility. Kung hindi kayo na, you are arrogant. That's arrogance. Kaya arrogance, bulungtan na siya, kagubot, kasamo, hindi naman kapatulog, nagtungkot, ikaw na katanan. No? Di na ka mo daw ang correction. Mura kang China ba? Might is right. No? Di na ka pasulti. Irritable na kayo ka. So, ayaw na tatigin na. Mga mo na China, di ba? Yung ng Pilipinas, ato sa ating kasuhod ni, pero ang ginato ang mga anggulo. Kasunod tuloy, may masagin sa China. So, gira na. Kinsay daw, mo itagiya. Arrogance. So, di mahin. Next, please. Okay, confidentiality. Kaya kamutan mo tago, mga nalilihan na ipagawas. Dili ka lang utang ang ipagawas. Although we subscribe to transparency, we subscribe to transparency, pero common sense dictates. Dili tanang butang ipagawas. Nag-iubang nga kinanang itago. Ganito mo rin na kita. Di ba? Sa US, nabay na yung mga state secrets sa US, no? Sa US, na yung mga state secrets. Mga butang na dapat ang gobyerno lang na ibaw. Dili-pili pa ibaw ang tanan. Okay? Next, please. Workplace hygiene, maintain personal hygiene, cleanliness. Isa yung gumawa nila nila. Please go na yung natin. Ha? Pero, yung panila, nindot mo tayo usahin maging gawan ko daw ta. Kaya bito si Chris Aquino, grabe na kalimpyo guys. Pero tanawa, nag-auto-immune buwan siya ron, di ba? Gi-attack siya sa pagaling immune system. Kaya mo nalibog naman yung immune system. Kisa na ito, atakiho pa may kontra. So, usahin guys, indulge yourselves. Pag-hinugawan mo. Okay, next please. Dress appropriately according to the company's dress code. Okay, next up, dress code. Isa mo yung tingnan sa opisina. Uy, kung gusto mo, imbitahon mo sige sa CEO sa iyong office, kaya mo na yung gamitan. Pero mo may imbitahan sa opisina sa CEO. Libre, paliyog to. Yan, lain na ipatrabaho ni mo dito na yun. Next, please. Katong ganina, sa to, underdress ba to? Kani? Overdress ba to? Sato-sato lang. So, next, please. Kani, importante kani guys kay kinahalan mamawagit ang utang kamot here. Now, this is another measure of our humble gesture. Nya kung nakaaning kinaiya, buti ba sa tinod na juga nakasabot. Nakoy grupo sa mga estudyante, share na ko sila nga. The academe is trying to promote kanang itawag na to critical thinking skill. Yeah, how do we measure critical thinking skill? Kanang tao nga tinod na nakasabot sa complex human relationship. How do we measure? When you do not attribute your success only to yourself, your effort, but according to the grace of God, no? Mercy of God. Muna being grateful. So, nakabay na yan eh. Okay, so muna niya ang last na slide. No employer may rationally be expected to continue the employment of a person whose lack of morals, respect, and loyalty to his employer, regard for his employer's rules, and appreciation. Thank you. Appreciation of the dignity and responsibility of his office has so plainly and completely been bared. No? So inana guys, komplikado yun ang atong kakiglambigin sa atong isikatao, not just in our school, not just in our homes, but even in the workplace. Kinahanglan andam kita. So sa to, kinahanglan musubay tas palawon, there should be some sort of a legal framework that will guide us, but above and beyond the law is common sense. Kung nalibog na mo, sentido común, follow the dictates of your conscience. Kung ano sa imong gituon nga sakto, kung nga aguang na yan, muna ibuhata. Pero para dili siya false wisdom, pray so that you will be enlightened. Once again, Good morning and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Fernandez, for the practical and valuable reminders. We will surely carry those lessons with us in our respective workplaces. We now open the floor for an open forum. If you have questions or clarifications, kindly raise your hands and wait to be acknowledged before speaking. Please keep your questions concise and relevant to the topic. Thank you.
Well, before that, we will be first awarding our certificates. So, as a token of our appreciation for their time and expertise, it is my distinct honor to present the certificates of appreciation to the following people. So, this certificate is given to Mr. Richard D. Fernandez for sharing his invaluable insights and expertise as a resource speaker on the topic Workplace Decorum during the pre-internship orientation program. Given the start date of June 2025, the University of St. Philippines is the only university.
Propriety day, no propriety day. Propriety.
We now reopen the floor for open forum. So again, if you have questions or clarifications, kindly raise your hand and wait to be acknowledged before speaking. Please keep your questions concise and relevant to the topic. Any questions from each degree program? Please raise your hand.
Questions? So Richard is ready to answer. How about from the philosophy group? Bon, question?
Please raise your hand to be acknowledged. For any questions?
No question? Wala lang, so nasabtan na magiging nyo kay upang katuig na gud mo uban-uban ni Sir Richard Fernandez. Okay, so after this, again, we give him another thundering round of